Welcome back to Magic Gathering Strat. We're still waiting for the second round, playing Dimir in this Gatecrash Swiss draft. I'm gonna have a look at my deck again. I think this deck is still significantly weaker than the deck we had in draft 3, where we did 3-0 with Dimir. Did I mention that I 3-0'd with Dimir in draft 3? I am quite proud of that. But I am not sure I can do it again. Consuming Aberration is just such an enormous beating. It's an awesome card, especially if you have the Balustrade Spies to set him up so that he doesn't die immediately when he comes into play. I almost wish Bane Ali Broker put the cards in the graveyard instead of being able to retrieve them later. I'm gonna try to set up Hands of Binding control here, but it's it seems shaky at best. So let's see what we can do. What has happened here in the tournament? Mr. Helldozer, I beat him. Count Chocla lost against Kimmarine, and Mark 621 beats Gatecrash. So we are gonna face off against Gatecrash or Kimmarine, or the guy that wins the last match. Is there anything I could have done differently? Probably. And why did I get the mugging so late? That's weird. Oh, and how much can I sell Aurelia for? It seems that Jackmaid won easily in the last game. And we're ready for round 2. We're off. We are facing Jackmaid. And he should be there as he was just playing. So no cheap wins here. That looks like our mana. We have Consuming Aberration, Hands of Binding on Gutterskulk. That's not very optional. Oh, we got a Polite guy. Boros Guildgate is the last thing we want to see in the world on the first round. But we are now close to Consuming Aberration mana. Oh, it's Gruul Boros, the famous combination. I see that a lot. And there is the last mana we need for the amazing Consuming Aberration. Now we just need to get him to put something in his graveyard. Okay. That thing is gonna get him a lot of mana. Okay, nothing going on this side. And he now has a lot going on, so he can play 5-drop now. And my death approach will look pretty stupid. I wish I had one of my flyers. Master Biomancer. Insane. Okay, every other creature he plays will have +2/+2. This means he's playing 4 colors. Oh my god, I need an enabler for Hands of Binding. Something huge is coming my way. Guardian of the Gateless at 5/5. Well, that's just another 5/5 flyer. So what do I bounce here? Well, I think I have to bounce the Biomancer. And oh my god. Yeah. Because I can't have him casting anything else really huge. But what then? There's still nothing in his graveyard. Master Biomancer is back. I hope that he doesn't have a 2-drop. So now I can actually... I can Hands of Binding them. that's very unreliable. Yes, I want to use Cypher on Gutter Skulk. And he will now Hands of Binding the Angel. Haha, I am in total control. Okay, I am gonna need that Banal Broker. So how do I kill the Biomancer? I just need 4 cards in his graveyard. If he just places 1 card in his graveyard, I might have a chance. It's a 9/8 Ruination Worm. Yeah. Okay. I can still do this. The only question is how. So if I actually Hands of Binding him again... Okay, I'm drawing a card. Hoping for something. The Guildmage. Guildmage, Nightwing. I think I need to Hands of Bind again, but the Guildmage can come into play, Hands of Binding Death's Approach. So what do I exile? It is that card. So I have to cast Hands of Binding again. So he now has double Hands of Binding. And he's gonna hold down the Guardian. And the Biomancer. And we play the Guildmage. We play Death's Approach on the Biomancer. And now somehow we need to hold them all down. But there's another guy. Yeah, I think I'm dead. Banal Broker looks for Balustrade Spy. That seems pretty good. At least some cards are now in his graveyard. But how do I live through this? No creature card. Alright. He has every color but black. And I think Master Biomancer has won him the game. Is there any way I can kill anything? So if everything strikes the Surta swine, I die. Why not attack with the Krokonora? That just seems bad, yeah. So, can I kill anything? Not really. So, I have to block. Well, let's make the process short here. I block like that. I have 4 lives left unless he has a blood rush. Oh, he has no cards. So, please, something good happen. Okay, I will. You block with the Banal Broker and try to accomplish something, and then I will discard his swamp. So, is there a way for me to live one more turn? I doubt it. I'm just crushed by Master Biomancer. Master Biomancer just looks extremely broken. And I'm just dead here. So let's not prolong it, though, as we might lose some time. We definitely need ground blockers. So we're bringing in the Anemones. We are... That's about what we are doing. So what are we taking out? The counter spell. But we need that for the Master Biomancer. That's like our only way of handling that. It's probably the Smog Elemental, as it is too expensive. Wow, that was a super hard matchup. So let's just hope that he doesn't find the mana for his broken deck. We seem to have a hard time drawing the flyers we need for the Hands of Binding. We have 8 flyers, now we're down to 7. And they are not there. And here almost nothing happens. We're gonna play the Bane Alley Broker and start looking for our good cards. Okay, he's playing black too. He has 5 color control. That's interesting to see, actually. I wasn't sure you could build that, but he was. And I think he will be punished by Boros for it. Well, now I have a lot of stuff to throw away to the Bane Alley Broker, so that feels good. And I have the Leyline Phantom to block things. And the beating commences. There is Krokonora. I am gonna block Krokonora. I think the play here is the Morbus Strider, of course. How do I get something into his graveyard? I might actually block with Morbus Strider then to preserve the Broker. I'm gonna throw away yeah, what am I gonna throw away? It's definitely not the Leyline Phantom, it's definitely not the mana. So what am I throwing away? Let's see. I'm throwing away the Swamp. Well, now the play is simple. It's just the Leyline Phantom. And it might be possible that it can't block it. But ciphering onto Leyline Phantom seems a really bad thing to do. There's the Swine. Krokonora goes to 3-5. But I am buying time. Drawing a card. Well, that wasn't too hard. And I'm now gonna draw in my main phase, looking for an answer to anything. And there it is. It's the Guildmage, and I want to use the Guildmage to enable the aberration. So that's why I discarded another Hands of Binding. And at the end of his turn I'm gonna use the Guildmage. So Leyline Phantom, do your stuff. Ground Assault on the Bane Alley Broker. That would leave him dead, but I think he has done the damage you need. That puts a card in his graveyard, which is awesome. It's also saved the aberration. I think I may need to pick up speed here, so I might stop talking because I'm now way behind on the clock. 5-4, trample. Not that guy! This will be a race. I'm gonna totally lost the Biomancer. Okay, can I get something into my graveyard? No, I can't, so he's gonna die. It went into the graveyard first. He made the mistake. It's awesome. So now I'm just I'm gonna get rid of that thing. And I could really attack then, right? Looks pretty good. He has 16 cards left in his library. I am gonna block with Morbid Strider, and he gave up! Consuming Aberration! It's just such a fantastic card. So Master Biomancer crushed me in the first game, and consuming this is sad because it's just the Battle of the Bombs right now. And that's always bad magic. I like my sideboarding. Yep. Well, I hope I draw my Consuming Aberration and that he doesn't draw it. And I do. But I don't have the mana. I do have Sprite Hands of Binding. So I'm gonna keep. And you will see why Keymaster Rogue is such a bad crap card. As I won't be able to play him after I cipher the Sprite. Black. I want black mana. Okay, it's time to test the Hands of Binding theory. There is Krokanura. He is now the target of my Hands of Binding plan. So this is Hands of Binding. It will tap him. Yes, I want to use Cypher. Yes, I want to encode it onto Metropolis Sprite. He will attack. He will pump. I will cast Hands of Binding on that guy. So you see, Keymaster Rogue does nothing now. And this means that the poor sprite is now dead. Black mana! Look at Keymaster Rogue. Look at him being extremely unusable. Well, the 5-color deck has cards to play. My 2-color deck doesn't. And Surtaswine is coming to do the process short, which he's fairly good at. And I probably should not have kept this hand. But there is some black mana. And I think the play here is clearly the Balustrade Spy, setting up the Aberration next turn. I want Aberration to be out of range for... oh, that's for Clan Defiance, but he took Clan Defiance. So I'm gonna play the Aberration next. Hopefully I draw another land. I just have to block here, there's so much damage coming. So I'm now all in on consuming Aberration as a 3/3. But I'm taking 14 damage here, so how do I live through that? I need to draw black mana. Well, I can cast the Keymaster Rogue. I need a blocker, another blocker. And I need to take this. So I'm at 3. And of course that guy wins the game for the other deck. There is no creature in his graveyard at all. And there's just no way out of this. And I have to return him. And he didn't get the creature at all. So I'm just crushed by the Gruul stuff. Yeah. If you don't draw your mana, Gruul will just smash you. Which is what happened there. Thank you for watching. Magic Gathering Strike playing Dimir and showing Dimir from its very worst side.